Treat mini roundabouts the same as you would a regular roundabout. Use the mirror signal maneuver routine on approach, but sometimes you don't have enough time to signal to exit the roundabout. But if you were turning left first exit or turning right at a mini roundabout, you should signal on approach to let people know where you are going. For instance, on approach to this mini roundabout that's coming up, we're going to turn left first exit, so I'd check the interior and left mirror, signal left, and then slow down for the mini roundabout. Now they're a lot smaller than regular roundabouts and it's harder to see, so I'm going down into first gear for this one, but keeping moving because it's safe to do so. And we're going to turn left again, first exit, check mirrors, signal left. I'm in second at the moment. I've got a slightly better view, so I'm going to continue in second on this occasion. We're going to turn right at this next mini roundabout, so I check the interior and right mirror, signal right. And as always, I'm giving way to the right, so I'm looking there mostly. I look to the left also, there's nothing coming. It's not particularly tight, so we're okay to continue around that one in second gear. You can see by this next mini roundabout it's very tight and we're turning right, so we use the mirror signal maneuver routine as always, but I'm using first gear because you can see by my steering it's very tight. I've got to steer it a hell of a lot, especially to straighten up and then get into second. So most tight mini roundabouts will be done in first if you're turning right. So we're turning right again, down into first gear, spinning that wheel real quickly and then straightening up just as quick, and then into second gear once we've straightened up in the new road. To be using first gear you need to be going less than 10 miles an hour, ideally around 5 to 10 miles per hour, to make sure that it's not too harsh when you bring the clutch up. This next mini roundabout is not as tight, so I check the mirrors and signal right. I'm going down into second as I approach, getting my clutch up all the way. It's not as tight, I can keep moving, so I'm staying in second, still going quite slow, but it's not as difficult to get round it because it's not as sharp to turn. So this is one of the tighter turns. I'm going to try and do it in second gear this time, and you'll see how I struggle with the steering. I'm going as slow as second gear will let me, and it's still pulling me around quite quickly, where I'm having to struggle with the steering, which is hard for me. It would be just as hard for anyone else to get around that corner in second gear without cutting the corner or hitting the curb. So most sharp right turns at mini roundabouts would be done in first. So on this mini roundabout we're going to be turning left. I've checked the mirrors and signalled left on approach, down into second, clutch up, looking to the right, there's no one there. I'm able to go in second because it's not tight, it's an easy turn. A slightly bigger road this time, larger mini roundabout but still quite tight, so we're going left. I've checked the mirrors and signalled left. Now I'd give way to those opposite if they were turning like that car was, but now I'm looking to the right. I'm slowing right down because I don't have the best view, into first because we're below 10 miles an hour. Then I can turn round the corner, then into second. So if it's tight or you can't see very well, use first gear rather than second. On this mini roundabout it's the same one, we're coming from the same direction, but on this occasion we're going to be turning right at the roundabout. Now it's not as sharp when you turn right sometimes, because it's quite a wide junction around the roundabout. So we check the interior and right mirror, signal right, those opposites should give way to me. Down in second gear, I can see there's a blue car quite far back, so I'm continuing. The car opposite does give way to me. I'm able to straighten up, it's not that tight, so I could do it in second and I kept on moving. Same mini roundabout, same direction, this time we're going to follow the road ahead. It's the second exit, and because it's not a right turn or a left turn, we're not signalling on approach. So I check the mirror, interior and the left one, and as we're approaching I slow down into second. I'm hoping I can keep going, but then when I look to the right there's a car coming, so I slow into first, and then I can keep it rolling and keep it moving because no one else came and I want to be ready to just keep going. Now this next mini roundabout is straight ahead, but it is the first exit, so I'm going to check the mirrors and signal left. Even though I'm going straight ahead, it's the first exit, so that confirms I'm taking the first exit. No one to our right. I was able to continue in second because it wasn't particularly tight. So now we're approaching a double mini roundabout, and you treat each mini roundabout as a separate roundabout. So I'm checking the mirrors and signalling right because I'm going right at the first, then straight ahead at the second. It's quite hard to see, so I've gone down into first, just checking no one's coming from the left even though I've got priority. As I get to the second roundabout I may need to give way, but on this occasion there's no one there and we're just following the road ahead. Same double mini roundabout here, we're turning right at the first and then left at the second, so it's two routines, mirrors, signal right and then slow down. No one coming from our right, so we're in first at the moment. I'm going to check the mirrors again and signal left at this point. We would give way there if there was someone coming from our right, and then away we go. So we're going straight ahead at this mini roundabout, so I check the mirrors but not signalling on this one because we're not turning left there. Just following the road ahead, avoiding the central markings. There isn't really enough time to signal to exit. Same here, we're going straight ahead, so I check the mirrors and start to slow down. I go into second on approach, going quite slow, below 20, looking to the right, there's no one there, so I'm able to keep going. Don't really have time to check the mirrors and signal left to exit.